Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to East Vineland, New Jersey, here in Farming Simulator 22, where I'm currently in the process of doing a cultivating contract. It's not too far from my farm, from our farm, which is one of the reasons why I chose to do it, using the lovely Kinsey cultivator thing that I got in the last episode, because I was having issues with the Mandako. And I want to just say, obviously I've not seen any comments left on that video yet because I haven't uploaded and posted it and it's not public. I'm sure there will be some comments left on that video when it gets updated and public and stuff. As there will be already, I know, some comments in reply to the post I created on Giants Forum about said Mandako cultivator not working. And basically, the Mandako works, and it works fine. It does cultivate. It's not broken. It's not an issue with the mod. It's an issue with the user operating said mod. And I will go and show you. Using the lovely Fendt Tri-6, which I was having problems with in the last episode. I have managed to fix the speed issue, ladies and gents. Okay, I've managed to fix the speed problem. However, I do not know if that's going to fix the AI worker issues that this mod was having. But we will find out. But basically, if I take the lovely Mandako Storm here, and we go and we unfold it. Now this is how you would this is what you would expect to do. You'd get to your field, you'd unfold the Mandako, and you'd lower it. And you'd think to yourself, well, that's it. I'm ready to go cultivating now. That'll be working perfectly. It won't. It won't work at all. It won't cultivate anything. The reason for that, ladies and gents, is because this mod has a couple of extra little features. If you hold the left bumper on your controller, if you're playing with a controller, and you move, trying to think, where is it? The right analog stick up and down, you can see there's some bits on there that move, on this machine that move. Okay? That's the first bit. There's some adjustments. However, the more crucial and critical one is if you hold the right bumper. Okay. You probably can't see it very well from that angle. But if you move the right analog stick left and right, you can see that the cultivator actually raises and lowers. So to cultivate, you have to unfold the cultivator. You have to lower the cultivator using the normal controls. And then you have to do the right bumper and analog stick left to make sure it's actually lowered even more than normal. And at that point, it cultivates and works fine. Just would have been nice to have had that mentioned in the mod description somewhere when you were browsing the mod and downloading the mod, that you would need to do some extra steps before it actually cultivates like normal cultivators in the game. So yeah, that's a bit of a worry, but the good thing is at least we fixed the at least we've fixed the issue with the speed on the Tri-6, and as I say, the Mandako does indeed work. Right, what else have I done? So we're doing a contract at the minute. I've also been over my lovely little, you know, I've been around the farm. And basically, the fields near the farm here, you know, on the map. We'll show you on the map. It's probably easier to see. You know, you've got 57, 55, 56 and 53 that were all separate fields initially. I have now sort of ploughed them, joined them all together because, like I say, these are going to be this is where I'm going to be putting down my grapes, my olives, etc, etc, etc. In such time, I need to do some lime spreading now on this field, and obviously we need to get the stones picked up and shifted off of this field. And then we need to direct drill it, reseed it, and I'm going to put grass on it to start with. I'm going to do it as a big grass field, and then when the grass is ready for mowing, I'm probably going to mulch the field. Make sure the whole field is mulch status. And then I'm going to put my grapes and olives and stuff onto it. Now, one of the other things I was made aware of last night, or yesterday in perusal, was that there's a problem with the chicken pen on this map. And the fact that chickens don't actually their health doesn't increase when you are doing the when you feed them. So I'm going to check that. I'm going to check that right now in today's episode. If the chicken's health does not increase when the food gets added, then that suggests there could be a problem with that chicken pen, in which case I will sell that chicken pen, remove it, sell it, clear it out, and then we'll look at we'll place another one. Either a base game vanilla giants chicken pen, and see what happens and occurs with that. I'm going to borrow this fella, because, like I say, you need to do the lime spreading. I know it's getting late. It's 5:10 in the evening, so it's going to get dark relatively soon. I suspect if I start this guy up doing whatever he's doing, I'll leave him running through the evening. Right, I need some lime. Good thing is I don't have to travel all the way back to the store for pallets, because we can get it from over here. I have obviously got some stone lime in my stone crusher as well, so I can be making some for free, but I don't have a lot. And I'm imagining that field is going to take quite a lot of lime to sort itself out. But yes, cultivating contract has been completed. 38,000. Thank you very much, Lee. There are a couple of more cultivating contracts I could do. There's a nice fertilising contract I could do on field 22. Might choose to do that. There is a sowing contract on field 11 for wheat, which we can get into as well. Let's not forget about that. In fact, there's a couple of sowing contracts, actually. Wheat, 3 contracts for wheat. I've noticed all the spraying contracts have disappeared. So I'm probably not going to get to do any of those. There's a big baling contract, which gives you the Vermeer baler, ladies and gents. But yeah, I was going to do the contract on Field 11, and then I was going to buy, basically I was going to buy Field 11 after doing the contract. I know some people find that to be a little bit exploity. I don't consider it as bad as field flipping, and obviously I don't do field flipping, but, you know, if a farmer is going to pay me to do, seeding, I don't see what the harm is in, after that, me buying the field. I know people say, well, it's terribly unfair because the farmer's not actually taking into account the fact that he's paid you to seed the field, so you're buying a seeded field. He's just selling you the land at X price. Yeah, okay. I accept that might be a little bit exploity. Right, next step for me then. Do a fertilising contract. I need fertiliser. However, that is something I do not have access to here at the farm. So, poor little New Holland fellow. We'll have to, right now, go down to the store and collect some IBC stuff. Unless I decide... Unless I decide to place one of these somewhere. Like so. And then we've got placeable fertiliser here at the farm. Also, there's something I've noticed today, and I wasn't even aware of this. My lovely farmer, right? My lovely farmer there with his lovely boots. His lovely red trainer boot things that he's wearing. With his lovely red soles. Are very awfully similar to mine. That I've had for about 6 years. And yes, I obviously don't do a lot of walking and a lot of exercise and don't go out much because for these being 6 years old, they still look pretty much brand new. But yeah, I was noticing that the other day. I was like, that dude's wearing my shoes. Farm Sim's got my shoes. I do not want to spend 229,000. I will spend 55 or 66,000 litres, shall we? And then we'll go and refill this. So yeah, again, similar to what I do on other saves, the biggest, baddest, most widest fertiliser sprayer will be the one I use for fertilising. The little one, the little fertiliser sprayer down here, will be the one I use for doing the weed spraying. Now, one of the things I do need to do, check contract-wise. We are done with the cultivating, unless there's a really well-paying one, which there doesn't seem to be. There's a couple of really high-paying potato harvesting contracts. I'm not going to lie. There's some very exceptional potato harvesting contracts. There's some nice sewing contracts though. But yeah, basically then we're going to pull the get the guy with the cultivator over here to return to the farm. But one of the things I did as well, as you can probably see, I have painted a little bit around the edge of this field. Just put some grass. There's a couple of different grass textures actually, and in the plant section of the placeables landscaping menu, the guy's actually giving you a couple of different types of paintable grass. Like the grass here is medium grass. The grass here is small grass, and I think that's basically height. There's also large grass as well. So I've placed some medium grass. I've also painted up near the house as well. Because obviously I've left a bit of a significant gap at the end of these fields. Because I figure if I'm going to be putting grapes and olives and stuff on these fields, the last thing I need to do is be trying to drive and turn around in the road with the traffic being what it is. Now obviously I might need to paint a little bit more in front of the house because the grass is obviously quite different. There's different grass textures now. There's the medium grass, then there's the whatever grass the map author used near the house, and then it goes back to the medium grass again. So I might have to fix that. I might have to paint around the house with the grass tool just to get all the grass matching and blending. But obviously we did mention much earlier on in the series that we was going to be putting greenhouses and stuff in, so we may still be exploring that option. So yeah, cultivator can live over here next to my planter and my seeder. Now, can we use the planter for planting grass, or is that not a thing? Corn, sunflower, soybeans, sugar beet, cotton, potato, sugarcane. That is all we can plant with the planter. Right. If we're going to be doing grass, we're going to need to use the seeder then. So that's where this tractor will come in handy and useful. But first, ladies and gents, why is this fella stopped? I don't know. I don't know why he stopped. Tell you what, the AI is having issues. I think the workers seem to have issues on this map, don't they? He doesn't want to turn around and do half the job. But I was getting that with the Tri-6 when I was trying to do the ploughing. I wonder if that's something with the map. There's an issue with the... There's some issues with the map, maybe. Yeah, I'll quickly finish the lime spreading. Then I must feed the chickens, because we need to establish whether the chicken pen is broken or not. Because that will affect future plans as well. If the chicken pen is not working, then we must come up with alternative plans for chickens. That's made a mess of that. Well done. Well done, Watty. Made an absolute dog's dinner of that. Yeah. There we go. Lots of wonderful, lovely things. So yeah, I ploughed all these fields into one area, and then I'm going to be putting down like grapes and olives and other little bits of other things. But we need to get this seeded with grass first and get the grass growing. The fertilizer spreader has done well. The next stop will be stone collecting. Stone collecting. Have you finished filling up yet? Find out, shall we? Yes. Right, where's that fertilising contract? Which field is that on? Field 22. Which is... where? Wow. Saving's taking a long time. 22. I guess down here somewhere. There it is. Right. Great job. Go to. Pick a target location. Off he can go. Just going to send him there using the normal... And this fella needs to be doing wheat on field 11 for us, doesn't he? So if we get some hot direct drill action going on, we can then come back, and like I say, then that will be a nice big wheat field ready for us to harvest. Tell you what, the AI traffic does not make it very easy for the giants helpers to get around the map. And this way, we will now find where field 22 is. Not a very big field. Worker is hired. Now run around, take care of all of that for us. Right, I want my trailer because I want to put some wheat in that chicken pen. Oh no. Actually, we'll use some of the barley. Won't use all of the barley. But we can check to see if there's a fault with the chickens. Because if the post on Giants Forums is correct, and there is, then I need to replace that chicken pen with something else. Base food, 60%. Grain, 20%. Sunflowers, 20%. Okay. So do these chickens eat something weird? Corn, I'm guessing that is. And sunflowers. So base food must be corn. And sunflowers must be the other thing. But anyway, we've got 13,220 litres of grain. So I'm going to have a sleep at 6 AM. Because it seems to be another map where it's very light, very early in the morning, and it gets dark very early in the evening. Right, let's have a look then. The chickens haven't really updated more. Don't think I've got any corn, have I? I haven't got any sunflowers. One of my workers claims to have completed their task. Why do I not feel convinced by that? He may have done. Oh, I forgot how slow fertiliser sprayers are. If you're not using properly modded ones. I'm going to bet this field has been sprayed very badly. Yeah, he's missed loads of it, look. Normal AI workers are bad then. We've established that. Contract on field 22 is complete. Obviously, if that was my field, I would not have just used this tractor to do the fertilising, because it's got big chunky wheels on it. hasn't it? But anyway, meanwhile, you can now go back to the farm. I'll drop this sorghum into the chickens. Again, I would imagine the report is correct that I saw on the Giants Forum. Because that chicken pen, I would expect the health thing to have increased. Their health is at 80%. I will keep an eye on that. We will check that. It may be a case that I have to sell that pen and replace it. If that's the case, I do have a replacement lined up, which maybe works better for me actually, because we'll have the Dragon's Den one. And I'd be able to place that in this area here, sort of thing. Wouldn't I? So we'll check that. We'll check on that one. Just keep an eye on the chickens as I go about my daily business. I'm going to do the stone picking next. I'm going to start that. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you it on camera. I'm going to be playing a little bit off camera today because I do have an appointment to go to this afternoon. So I'm just going to chill out a bit today before I have to travel. I don't like travelling. And yeah, just going to get some progress made. Get a few contracts done maybe. Have a look and see and have a bit of a play. Probably won't do any harvesting ones because you know, that would be crazy. But we'll let the cultivators do their cultivating. Oh, flipping lampposts with collisions. Right, worker is hired. He can run around now. Doing an immensely wonderful job of stone collecting. Excuse me. I will see you all in the next episode, ladies and gents. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.